Hey guys, and welcome back. Today is another one of my monthly favorites videos. Today we are talking about April favorites. I hope you guys had a great April. It's actually April 30th today. I hope you have been getting some nice spring weather. And yeah, I don't really have much to say in the intro. So thank you guys as always for watching, and let's just go ahead and get started. I'm wearing white pants right now, but I have coffee and I'm just going to be very careful not to spill. Very hard for me. I spill everything on all of my clothes all the time, so I'm just going to be very careful. But let's jump into my favorites this month. The first thing that I want to talk about is actually, it's not a makeup product, but it's actually a perfume. This is the Jo Malone Wild Bluebell Cologne. I just got the smallest size available. I'm actually going to spritz this on me right now. I usually go quite a lot of this perfume because it doesn't have the longest staying power, which is kind of a negative, but the scent is so beautiful. I love the smell of bluebells. I think that's one of my favorite scents. I'm not a very floral type of person. I don't really like florally scents. Most of the perfumes that I do wear are either kind of like the musky scents, the beachy scents, or like the very warm scents. I typically stay away from florals and fresh fruity scents, but I'm so glad I purchased this. This is the nicest smelling perfume for spring. Like I said, it doesn't last the longest, but I don't even mind because it just smells so good. I'm really glad I purchased it. I think it's going to be my spring perfume from now on. I've started to really enjoy perfume. In the past, I stuck to pretty much one or two perfumes, but lately I've kind of wanted to have a perfume for every season. I think you can still wear it in spring. I think it's like an all-round perfume, but it was just a little bit warm and I wanted something more fresh. And I wanted to try a floral, and I'm really glad I did because Wild Bluebell by Jo Malone is the perfect floral scent. And honestly, when I spray it, when I smell it, I just feel like I'm walking in like a dewy forest. I don't know how to explain it, but if you guys have read the book Inkheart, there is a scene in Inkheart where Maggie, I think the main girl, she is walking through this forest, and I don't remember exactly what it is, but that scene has stuck with me since I read that in childhood. And it's just like pools of water on the ground. There's like the sun is coming through the trees in the forest. It kind of gives you that hazy sun. And then you've got like birds chirping and wildflowers growing and ferns, and that's what it reminds me of. That's what this perfume smells like to me. It's just the most beautiful spring morning. Like you're walking through a meadow of flowers. It's lovely. I really like it, and I'm so glad I purchased it. If you were thinking about getting a floral scent, I would definitely recommend Wild Bluebell by Jo Malone. And then my next favorite is actually a lipstick that I'm wearing right now. This is the Revlon Glass Shine lipstick in the shade Beaming Strawberry. I love this lipstick. I wish I had chose it for April because I actually forgot about it. I forgot to choose it in my April makeup stash, but it's pretty much been my go-to lipstick. Anytime, even when I'm just leaving the house with nothing else on my face, I just pop on a lipstick. Even when I'm wearing a mask, I just feel better and happier when I'm wearing this lipstick. It's a very soft pink. I don't even think it looks that good with my skin tone. I just think it is the perfect pink for spring, and I've been really enjoying it lately. Again, if you have a warmer skin tone, it's not the best. Like I said, on me it kind of is not the greatest. It washes me out a little bit. I have to wear it now because I know in the summer when I get a tan, I'm not gonna like it on me. Spring is my time to wear this lipstick. Probably gonna choose it in my makeup stash for May because I just don't want to put this lipstick down. I absolutely love it. And then I wanted to talk about something that's a little bit different. It's actually the sweater that I'm wearing right now. I'll stand up so I can show you guys, but I actually made this. I crocheted this sweater. It was my second attempt at crocheting a sweater. I was inspired by the design from Hope McCauley. I kind of wanted to mimic the colors a bit, but I just love this sweater. I can't believe I made it, honestly. I'm so happy with the way it turned out. It's pretty bulky and it's very thick as well. It's quite heavy. I think it might just be the yarn that I'm using. I might as well tell you guys, in case you don't follow me on Instagram. Well, I have 100 Instagram accounts. I have probably the most Instagram accounts from anybody you know. I have a lot. But the one that I promote on my channel is the Chris Glam. But I also have like my personal Instagram, which is the Chris Cam. And on that Instagram, I posted about this new kind of business I want to start. It's called Stitched by Chris, and I want to crochet sweater. Something I've really enjoyed doing. I kind of started it because I was inspired by my grandma. She has dementia. It's pretty late stage dementia, but when she was younger, she used to crochet all the time. Like, she made me, my sisters, so many clothes, cute little like crochet dresses. She made blankets. She made like everything. She crocheted everything. And I decided that I wanted to start something in her honor, so I started Stitched by Chris, which has like 35 followers, but whatever. I wanted to make sweaters, sell them, and donate 25% to the Alzheimer's Society of Canada, because dementia is a form of Alzheimer's. I'll leave that Instagram down below in case you guys want to check it out. I do need to practice my crocheting a bit more, but I am taking orders in case you want a sweater, so definitely check that out. I had to tell you guys about the sweater because I just love it and I can't stop wearing it. Anyway, jumping back into another favorite. This is a YouTuber. I've been really enjoying that chapter. He's really cute. He's this Irish guy on YouTube. He does true crime videos, and I've just been binging. I'm pretty sure I've watched like 95% of his videos. I'm running out of content to watch from him. I'm going through another true crime phase. I think I went through one at the beginning, like March, April last year. I'm kind of back in that phase again, and I'm just watching true crime all the time. And that chapter is my favorite YouTuber for that right now, so definitely check him out. I will leave him linked down below. He just seems like a really nice guy. Like, I'd love to meet him. He's like one of those people that you want to meet because they just seem like they're going to be really nice and friendly. And then to talk about some products that I chose for the month of April, my eyeshadow palette of the month was Flutter by ColourPop. And I'm actually wearing a little bit of this on my eyes today. I used like a combination of this shade, and this light shade, but very little. I've been really not liking like super dark eye makeup lately, or lots of eyeshadow, but I did apply a little bit of it. It's a good palette. I do like it. I'm glad I purchased it. It's not like my favorite all-time formula for eyeshadows, but it's still pretty good. It's kind of just unfortunate that I haven't been wearing eyeshadow a lot lately. If I was going into work still, I usually wore eyeshadow every day just because I liked to apply it, but then as soon as I started working from home, I just kind of stopped enjoying eyeshadow that much, and I feel like I'm forgetting how to do eyeshadow. Kind of wish I had kept up at it, but anyway, I do like this palette. If you were thinking about getting it and you like the color story in this one, it's a pretty good formula, so I would recommend it. Then my base products of the month, I did not use this yet again, so I'm just gonna put this away and not choose it for May. I've chosen it for the last 2 months and I haven't touched it, but it's the Ordinary Serum Foundation. I do really like this product. It looks beautiful on the skin. I just haven't had occasion to wear it. And I probably could have put it on for this video, but then I just decided to wear concealer, and that was it. And that's why I don't really have a lot of coverage on my skin right now. It is good though. It's like $6. Definitely recommend it if you were thinking about getting it. Also this month that I actually didn't use was the Tinted Moisturizer, or the Tinted Hydrator from Wet n Wild. I got this one in the shade Light Medium. I do like this product. I just didn't reach for it, and I think it's because I chose too many face products. So I ended up reaching for a different product instead of this one, but it is good. Maybe I'll choose it for May. I still have to kind of think about what products I want to use in the month of May, but this is a pretty decent, affordable tinted moisturizer. But the product that I tended to grab instead of the Wet n Wild one was the Garnier BB cream. This is the 5-in-1 Skin Perfector BB cream. I have the shade Light Medium. I really like this product. It's so good. I love the way it looks on my skin. It's pretty good coverage. Like, I'd say it's a light coverage. You can maybe build it up to medium, but I kind of like it with the lighter coverage. It's very comfortable on the skin. It's long wearing. It's meant for combo to oily skin, and I kind of have like a normal skin type, but it works really well for normal skin, and I just like it. It's a nice product. It's one of those products that's been in my collection for a long time, and I really need to use it up, so it's on my list to use up. I'm slowly going through and getting through all of my makeup, like my older makeup. I'm just trying to stick to like one product and work through it. It's hard though, because it's kind of boring for you guys if I'm always like talking about or showing you the same products for like 6 months out of the year, but I am trying to use up products, so you'll probably see this one over the next 6 months. Then the last product that I chose this month was the Laneige BB cushion. This is in the shade 21 Beige. I'm actually running out of this. I find it really hard to get any product out of the cushion. With this little guy, I'm going to try it with a sponge this weekend to see if I can get more product out. Not a sponge, a brush. But with this thing, I'm having a lot of trouble. So I think I'm actually running out of this product, which means it's going to pop into my empties bin or my pandemonium bin of used products. I do have another one of these, so I'm gonna just replace the cushion with the new cushion because I'm pretty sure this one is done, but I'm gonna squeeze out as much of it as I can before tossing it because it's very expensive, but this is such a good product. I love the way it looks on my skin. It might be one of my favorite face products that I own. I don't talk about it very much on my channel because it's very expensive and I try to stick to affordable options, but it's honestly so good. My skin looks and feels its best when I'm wearing this product. I don't really know if I can think of a dupe at the drugstore for this. Maybe the Wet n Wild cushion, but I haven't worn that one in a while and I definitely preferred this over that. So I don't know. If you guys have a dupe for this, definitely let me know. So the last thing I want to talk about are books. The first book that I read this month, I try to read 2 a month. I actually made my quota this month, but I read Where the Crawdads Sing, and I cannot say her name. I always forget, but Delia Owens. This isn't a bad book. I didn't mind it. I just didn't like it as much as I thought I would, and I think it's just because it was so hyped up. I kept seeing people talk about this online, and my sister read it right before me, and she really loved it, so I was so excited to read this one. This is actually the one we're reading in our virtual book club, the YouTube virtual book club, which we started in March. I think we did March, and this is our April book, and I was so excited to read it. And I was just like kind of disappointed by it. And I don't really know why. I found it hard to get into. Like I found the beginning to be pretty slow. But I don't dislike a lot of books. So I was really shocked that I didn't like this one as much. Like I said, I just found it started kind of slow. I was more interested in the present. A lot of people I think prefer the past. When it goes through Kaya, the main character's name is Kaya, and it talks about her past, but then it also flips back into the present. But I was more interested in the present, which was interesting. I mean, it was an easy read. It doesn't take you too long to read. I don't know. I just didn't like it that much, and I'm really disappointed in myself for not liking it. I mean, I'd still recommend it. I think it's worth a read. It's not a horrible book. It's just not one of my favorites, which I'm really sad about because I was really hoping I would like that one. And last thing to talk about is the other book I read this month, which was The Hunchback of Notre Dame by Victor Hugo. This actually took me by surprise. I've never read Hugo before, and I found it was actually kind of hard because it was very descriptive, and there was like chapters and chapters describing architecture, which is nice. I mean, I love architecture. I appreciate it, but I don't know if I want to like read it for pages and pages on end. So it's very descriptive, which I wasn't prepared for. But after a while, I did kind of get into it. And by the end, I did really like it. It was very sad. It's not obviously the Disney version. It is very dark. It's kind of depressing. Some authors, I can get through the description parts. Like when I read Tolstoy, he has so much description. There's just so many chapters that are just description and describing like politics and things like that. But for some reason, I didn't mind that much. It was just kind of hard in this book. But at the same time, once you get through those chapters, it's worth it because it's such a beautiful story, even though it's very dark and tragic. It's still a beautiful story. Frollo is still like one of the scariest, I think, Disney villains of all time, and this book did not change that. He's still like the creepiest, scariest person I think maybe that I've read in literature. Like he's very scary. It's good. I'd recommend it. I did enjoy it. It just took me a little bit to appreciate it, but by the end of the book, I was glad I read it. And that is everything. So those are all of my April favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what products or what stuff you've been liking these days. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and I'll see you in my next one.